recording has begun.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Shazad Hussain and I live at 20 Primary Way in Undercliff. 20 Primary Way in Undercliff. And today it's been 182 days that my brother's been kidnapped from my care and he's being held hostage by the local authority Bradford Council in collaboration with West Yorkshire Police and the Courts and Tribunal Services, and particularly the private commissioning of the judiciary. 182 days, I have no idea whether my brother's alive or dead, or what kind of condition he's being held in, all being denied to me following my leaving daily messages to both the council, social worker and solicitor, including the housing association solicitor every single day. It's just very, what's the word? Reprehensible. I mean, I can come up with many negative adjectives that I'm being subjected to, but the bottom line remains is that 182 days, this is just purely unlawful. But one thing that has happened today is I'm in court tomorrow, just like clockwork, and just as anticipated, 24 hours before the commencement of the hearing, I've just been bombarded with the legal documents. I've been given a skeleton argument for tomorrow's hearing consisting of 15 pages that have been submitted to the courts in less than 24 hours before the hearing. I've been also given 99 pages of the legal authority for what the Housing Association are looking to achieve. At the same time, the Courts and Tribunal Services have banned me from calling them up and also put civil restraints orders on me to prevent me from putting any application or appeal in. And this is how they operate. So they basically rigged the system up entirely for their advantage and to my detriment, considering that I'm a litigant in person and I'm having to do everything myself. And this is the reason that they've kidnapped my brother. In order to win this case, and they must win it at all costs. And one of the disadvantages that they had in pursuing a litigation action against me was they were looking to expose my vulnerable brother to homelessness, who has legal rights and entitlements enshrined in law, particularly when he's out in the community under a Section 117 aftercare. So this is what was happening. They knew the fact that their case had no legitimacy, and then what they've resorted to do is the local authority, Bradford Council, have commissioned the services of West Yorkshire Police to abduct my brother into their care without explaining to me how long that's going to be taken for, how he's been taken, what legal framework is that his permanent residence, am I no longer allowed to see him? Nothing like that has been conclusive. They just simply said that we're going to criminally investigate you once again now. The police are going to do this, and we're going to try to find some evidence to lay against you of neglect. But in the interim, what they're doing, what they're doing is they're still railroading this case forward in the county court to remove us from the premises. So now all of a sudden you see how things have miraculously all worked out in their favour, because my brother's no longer here. That legal argument falls apart. That obviously you're looking to make a a vulnerable person homeless. So they don't care about me or my brother, but you see that's no longer a stumbling block, and so they basically they're setting me up for tomorrow, just as they had previously looked to set me up on the 17th of October 2023. And at that stage, what was going to happen on the 17th of October, I was going to get kicked out of the house, and then that would have allowed the bail condition for the end of October to have achieved its objectives, and the police bail would not have been extended. But because 2 hours before the commencement of the hearing on the 17th of October 2023, which was at 2 o'clock, and it was listed for 1 hour. The hearing was listed, I think, for 1 hour or it was listed for 1 hour. At 12 o'clock, I put in an application stating that I want to seek permission to record the hearing and provided my evidence and justification to do so. If these are open and transparent hearings, then there's nothing wrong with me being a litigant in person and recording the hearings. And then all of a sudden, within 30 minutes of me putting the application in, the judge came back and said, I'm adjourning the hearing due to unknown circumstances. What total crock. You adjourned it because you know the fact that there's no way out of it, and you should have allowed me to record the hearings. That did not take place, but it was listed for a 1 hour hearing, and then so it got adjourned until the 26th of November, 21st of November 2023, and by the 16th of November 2023, once again another further adjournment took place. And then further, it was now listed on the 5th of January 2024 for the 6th of February 2024 for 3 hours now. Why has it gone from 1 hour to 3 hours now? But effectively, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get rid of this case as quickly as possible, trying to railroad everything through, and also the judges failed to deal with my application to record the hearings. They want me to come down to the court so they can have me arrested for contempt of court or some any kind of allegations, and that's what they've done previously on the 22nd of January in the injunction order. They're looking to, it's just basically just pure unadulterated fraud. It's like you can't even deny it now. It's just they don't. The attitude is, well, we may have tried to, give the facade or the perception that we're doing something lawfully or legally, and that's not working because you keep on pulling us up on it. So we're not even going to bother with the facade anymore. We know it's a kangaroo court. Our services have been privately commissioned by Bradford Council to achieve our objectives. So we're not even going to bother with the charades anymore. We're just going to say, like, we're just not even going to bother with the charades. We're just going to do whatever we want to do. There's nothing you can do about it because everybody's in our pocket. West Yorkshire Police has been utilised in order to take my brother unlawfully from my care in this manner. They have also taken... So this is now, they just basically want to, penalize me, victimize me, and then charge me for the privilege. I've just received a cost order of over like £30,000, I think. £30,000 for what? A hearing that's been dragging on because of your incompetent failures and your collusions with the local authority, and now you want to charge me for the privilege when the reality is that the judges and the judiciary have clearly been bought off by the council in order to railroad this, and this case would never have been going ahead like this if it wasn't for the fact that the local authority and the housing association are in bed with each other, colluding together, and so are the courts and tribunal services. They're in bed with the local authority, and so are the judges, District Judge Louise Wilcox, District Judge Foster, Mitchell, Circuit Judge Gosnell. All of them are in bed with each other, looking to target and victimize me, persecuting and oppressing me so that they can achieve their nefarious objectives of war, looking to get me out of the house as best as they can so they can get a victory over me, when the reality is that it's because of this collusion and conspiracy to work closely together, basically to lock arms together and close ranks with each other in order to target and victimize me, that this has resulted in my mother being murdered, in my brother being murdered, in my father being murdered, and now my other brother being kidnapped from my care. Completely horrendous, completely diabolical and despicable and degenerate behavior by the council and the courts. It's just a kangaroo court. It's always been a kangaroo court. They just go there, just trying to make, nothing I say has any validity or value. Everything just gets, whatever I say, in one ear, out the other, brushed to one side. Assumptions are made, and then those assumptions are, wrong assumptions are being made, and then those assumptions are knocked down to basically just railroad an outcome, and it's just deplorable. Why is everybody refusing to engage with me? The police are refusing to engage with me, the council's refusing to engage with me, the housing associations are refusing to engage with me. I've been banned from telephoning the court staff, and whilst at the same time civil restraint orders are being put on me. It's just simply, it gets to a point where I think that everybody's just fed up because the file is so big now, and it's been rambling on for 2 years. And I've been constantly trying to find out, get this case thrown out, and they don't want to have the case thrown out because it's been privately commissioned by Bradford Council to achieve their objectives in order to gain an advantage and to cover up their own systemic failures in adult social care. This is just the same old rhetoric, isn't it? So at least we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 7th of February 2024, and like I said, they bombarded me with loads of legal paperwork 24 hours before the commencement of the hearing. There should be rules against this, but clearly they don't care about the rules. They don't care about any kind of rules or procedural rules. If there are rules, they just say, well, we're disregarding those rules. We're just going to do it this way now because it serves our agenda, purpose, narrative, objectives. So we'll leave it there. Allah Hafiz. I'm not suicidal, I won't kill myself, and clearly I'm being subjected to discrimination and persecution by all the authorities, and so is my brother, where things are being now pointed to this situation for the benefit of the council, who are, once again looking to target and victimize me because of their own systemic failures in adult social care, which I'm looking to expose and as a result of which I'm being harassed, persecuted, victimized, and degraded and humiliated through this what is meant to be an impartial court hearing, when the reality is all the judges are bought off. They're in the pockets of the local authority, who's by using public money to privately commission out their service to achieve an objective and an outcome that's in their best interest over administering justice. So we leave it there. Allah Hafiz.